following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tommy O'Brien, and Darrell Martin.
Welcome, folks. Tom O'Brien, we do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials down 19, Nasdaq's up 10, S&Ps are up 2. We have the gold contract up $8, trading at 1177.40. Silver is up 26 cents, $16.77. You get platinum up, that's just kind of a big bid. Platinum's up 17, $9.34. You get the oil market up 14 cents, 51.21. Notes, 10-year note up 18 ticks, 125.09. 30-year bond up 30 ticks, 151.26. And good old King Dollar. King Dollar's down 234 ticks. That just went down another 100 ticks since I was doing the update. 100.685. Right now, you're only, 205 away from the 100.6. 260. You're 260 ticks away from the 100.600, which, bottom line, that'd be a failure, folks. A breakout failure. The euro is up. Euro is at $1.06, and the yen is trading at 113. If you haven't test drove the Nadex product, great time to do it, folks. Come over to our website at TFNN. You'll see the banner on the top of the side. You bring it up. You bring up the exchange. They'll put $25,000 of paper money into your account, and you can follow along as we trade these defined option contracts. And with this type of volatility, it's
been quite a week. It'll probably be quite a week coming up.
It's and the jobs number come out. The jobs number come out. They've expected 180
in line,
178. The wages went down, which they weren't expecting. There's so many divergences out here. Like the market, and what I mean specifically is this: to me, it's the bonds and the dollar that's running the market here. And they're moving quick, and I expect we're going to see this for the next 3 or 4 weeks. And it's pretty wild, man, because it's like this dollar move and the interest rate move is crucial because interest rates run everything. And
it's interesting. I thought Trump spoke for the first time last night in one of his big rallies, and he was talking about even NAFTA. He was talking about stuff in there, and the market really wasn't reacting at all, which is interesting too. Is in terms of you talk about divergences, just that's going to be out there in play. When is the market going to react? When reality becomes closer, where some of this stuff is going to begin to happen? He was talking about a lot of things last night. One thing, literally, I was watching it, and then I pulled up the charts because I said, oh, maybe that's actually going to move the market, is when he talked about NAFTA and kind of tore into NAFTA pretty good. As the president-elect, after, it's one thing running on something, but if he's saying it now, then there's some teeth to it for sure.
And that's where and I was talking about this on the air yesterday, actually, that's where the aspect fundamentally of, technically, to me, the dollar wants to go lower. But fundamentally, guess what? If you have less trade, you don't need dollars.
Sure.
The reason you need dollars, folks, is that when you're trading, dollars are trade. So if we have less trade, guess what? You're going to need less dollars.
Sure.
So it's going to be intriguing to see how this shakes out.
Yeah.
Now, if we go over and we take a look at this market, what you're going to see on the when we come out with the jobs number, right? If we go, let's go to the dollar index first, because what you're going to see, these high volume spikes are important to look at. Well, we're going after it right now.
Yeah.
So what happened with the dollar? Bottom line, first spikes down to we're breaking it right now.
It's right on that 830 number.
It's 830. So you want to always pay attention to them, folks, because what happens is that there was a nice spike down. It went higher, but now you had a high volume low. Now what's going to happen here is this: if this dollar can't hold 100.765, we're going to see it. Probably we're on the air, hit the 100.660, 600, and we'll see what happens. Sure. You know what I mean? Because it should be able to save itself the first time. It hasn't hit it yet. Do you know what I mean?
No, we're close.
We're close. Now, watch the other side of this. If we go over to so that was the spike down there. If you go over to the gold market, if you happen to be a gold or a silver bull, Well, guess what? Inside the gold market, that's exactly what you had. You had a spike up to this 1178 area.
Sure,
and
makes sense.
That was what really juiced. We're breaking that now, and I'll show you, how I went into the Nadex product. I mean, I like trading these. Okay, I got the spread today though. I didn't, because when I was looking at it, I'll show you what we did. But anyway, where I'm going with this, what I was doing, and you'll see, you had the spike. Then it gave it up on price and said, oh, this is nice. And I was just looking for the spike. That's all I was looking for. Now, that being said, because we just broke that 1179,
sure.
If we can stay above that, let's say for 20 minutes, guess what's going to be game? All the way up here.
Sure.
It's Friday.
Yeah.
It's Friday in the
Friday.
It's Friday in the psycho metal market. No, seriously, because this metal market is a psycho on a Friday, man. I mean, you can kill it. We've seen them kill it, and we've seen them, put it up.
Yeah.
Now, watch this. We'll now go over to bonds, and you're going to see the correlation here. So, bond market, same spike. The bond market folks spiked on this number, then gave it up.
Sure.
And then guess what? Came right back. So it's going to be wild watching this whole thing shake out. If we do go over and we take a look at the Nadex product, I'll show you. They had. As soon as Tommy and I come back, we'll show you how you can get some defined risk behind this.
A lot of things, right?
A lot of things.
Yeah.
Period. 877-927-6648. Dow right now is down 25. Nasdaq's off 8. S&P's are flat. We're going to break back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated folic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now down 24. You get the Nasdaq down 7. S&P's the flat. And if we go over and we take a look at this gold contract here, so let's see, where am I at? Okay, so when we had that spike down, I didn't get the very bottom of it, but what you had here, there's different contracts that you can trade, folks. Okay, I happen to like to get as close to the bottom of the box, the top of the box as I can get.
You like paying a little premium for like a nice risk-reward trade.
I do.
Yeah,
I do.
Looking for some volatile movement, probably in one direction in this. Yeah,
that's
a
right.
Directional play.
That's
looking
right.
for volatility.
Right. So the ones that I went after, well, there's two different ones here, and let me show you what the difference was. Inside the commodity spreads, you had the dailies, okay, and the bottom of the dailies was you had 1,100 is the bottom, 1,125.
And those are going to be $50 kind of full spreads.
Yes.
In the total.
Yeah. And so there wasn't anything that was really close, so I felt like I was going to pay quite a bit of money.
Sure, because there's a lot of intrinsic value. There's a lot of
yeah.
Right, sure.
And because of gold, folks, what happens is this: because gold is so volatile, I didn't want to get in something like, okay, man, it can go down $50 because it could. It can go down $50 or up $50 on a Friday.
Sure.
That's the reality. All right.
It's possible, man.
Yeah. So what I did is that, and this is what's cool about most of these contracts. They normally put another contract out, when the market.
Yeah, they have a slightly smaller one.
They do.
Right? I think it's $40.
Right. And so the 8 o'clock in the morning to 1:30 is like, okay, I can deal with this, because we would trade at about 1173.
Okay.
And it already had spiked higher. And so to me, that my risk versus reward is a little bit better there.
Yeah, so with $40, I mean, I think that you can see your average price you were getting
523, right?
Yeah. So that'd be $52.30.
Right.
And even to bring it down, we can. Yeah, and then the rest, so it's going to be almost $350 in possible profit if it's able to actually climb that complete up to 1210.
Right.
Yeah.
And to me, I got the first expansion, because when we were just talking here, I was G7. So the first expansion was the spike, okay? So that was the essence of, this is where I got it, not at the very bottom, but right here.
Yeah.
So the first extension was the spike. Now what gets intriguing here is that, it's like, okay, especially on a Friday, because if this comes back to 1170, I make nothing, which is dangerous. Right? Now, because this overtook this, it's like, okay, man, I'm going to take a shot on this right now.
Sure.
Because
and your break even's like still $2 below where it's trading at right now.
It is. Because when I'm looking at it, saying, you know what, man, this can get up to 1191 today, and that'd be a nice score.
Yeah, that would. That would. That'd be $210 per contract.
Right.
So that'd be like $2,100 for the 10 with like 5. Yeah, it'd be like 4 times your money.
Right. So, and you get a Friday, and it's the correlation there, which I really like, was just not the gold contract. Like we just showed you the dollar and the bonds. They all acted the same way. Now,
Definitely.
of course, they all can fail too. That's the other side of it. But right now, it's a nice setup.
It is.
Let's go to Brent in Martinez, California. Hey, Brent, what's going on?
We'll see if he's snoozing on the line.
He'll be back.
There he is.
Get it?
What's happening, brother?
Hey, Tom, Tommy, how are you?
Hey, Brent.
Doing good, man. Yourself?
Good. I took you guys on my hike this morning.
Oh,
perfect,
heading
man.
back down.
You're heading on down. I like it. That's healthy, man.
That's for the sunrise.
Oh, that's
And
awesome, man.
I'm fortunate enough to have this in my own backyard. It's probably about maybe a quarter mile from my house, the trailhead.
Wow.
And then the total hike is probably a couple of miles to the top. So all together about between 4 and 5 mile hike or something.
And you're actually going uphill? 2 miles?
It's all uphill. Hopefully this is not too noisy. It's kind of windy.
No, you're good,
No,
man.
it sounds good, man. I like this.
That's perfect.
Trading and hiking and
That's
feeling
perfect,
and
man.
being healthy. That's where it's at, man. Totally.
Oh, these handheld computers are great. I could trade at the top of the mountain if I want.
That's the beautiful new world, man.
That is, man.
Everywhere.
That is crazy. Crazy.
I was calling about. I'm in First Majestic. I bought that. I've been scaling into it.
Yeah.
I liked that it had this. It's kind of a rising lower bottom little wedge that it seemed to have popped out of today. I just wanted your opinion on it. Sorry about the noise. I'm sure it's probably
You're good, man.
No, we like it. I like hearing this. You kidding me, man?
We want everybody to call us when they're out and about.
Seriously.
Exploring. Totally.
This is First Majestic Silver Corporation strong stock, folks. Okay, this is we happen to own this also, and this gets interesting. This equity. So the low is $2.40. The high is $19.50. Stocks, not all stocks have personalities. This one does, though. Okay, and it's been laying out a nice low. There's no doubt, a nice bottom. This has been bottoming out now since October 5th. The 972 is the number. And what you'd really like to see, Brent, right, is that you were at 963 right now, and this is a big move.
Stop right before that or something.
You got it. What happens, folks, when you're a bull, you want it to stop right before it, build up a little more cause, right, and then boom, Monday or Tuesday, blow right through it. Because this equity, the way it's set up, it looks to me like it wants to go to 1125. And 1125 is right before it broke down on September 16th. And if we bring this back, watch this when you bring this back. This is a vicious retracement on the stock, but guess what? It was going right back into where it broke topside from. You had $8.20. You had 38 million shares. First time we came down, you came down with 43 million. Then you tested it with 25 million. And then watch. Then you got a sign of strength. You got a sign of strength the week of November 11th. You went from 780 to 950, and that's what it's dealing with. So I think you get action,
I like
man.
it.
Yeah,
it looks good. I've been trying to, I'm in the Nugget. I'm in Randgold Resources. I was trying to accumulate some at the bottom here, and it was a little nerve-wracking because it was like we kept going back and forth with that dollar. I'm like, come on, let's get a trend going here, hopefully.
And I expect it's still going to be, a little nerve-wracking, because you can see, well, a couple different things. Technically, you can see the setup. We've got plenty of bearish calls in here, and that's really positive. That's, one of the best things is that, bearish. That's one of the best things that can happen. We know something from us doing the gold report for so long. If we get all good calls, we're history, man. It's like, sell everything, man. Sell everything and get out of town, man. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Well, have a great weekend. It's always a pleasure talking to you guys, and just take care, all right?
You too, man. Thanks for calling.
Thanks for calling from the road. That's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah, totally.
Totally, man.
All right, bye.
That's totally where it's at. Gotta love that, man.
Sometimes you call me and I'm out and about on Bayshore and that beautiful, the similar way, and we got plenty of beautiful spots over in Bel Air and Clearwater where we are.
Huge.
So for sure,
no, it's
lucky
we are. It's totally where it's at. Because guess what? You want to be healthy. You want to live a long time. This is it.
Got to get out and about.
As they say, it's no dress show here, right?
That's right, man.
Yeah.
No dress rehearsal.
No, it's not. This is not the dress rehearsal, folks. Dow Industrials right now down 29. Nasdaq's off 3. S&P's are flat. You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you like it does me, visit everbank.com/TFNN to find out what they can do for you. Again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. Visit them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, Nasdaq, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We get the Dow down 25. Nasdaq is flat. S&Ps are up 1. Let's go take a look inside the indices, what we have here. So inside the Dow, the leader is Johnson & Johnson up 9/10. You get Procter & Gamble up 7/10. United Technologies up 6/10. The loser out here is Goldman's down 1.8%, but that's...
What's up with that?
Oh, listen, don't worry about Goldman,
That's
man.
what I'm saying, man.
Goldman has already went to the moon. You know, Goldman...
they just taken their...
Went from 174 on November 4th to 227 yesterday. Yeah. They're all set.
Oh, yeah, no, exactly. So I'm like, what's that doing down today, ever in the next couple months?
Yeah, seriously. Sirius Satellite is down 2.5%. Vertex is off 2.2%. And, this is a cycle. Look at this. Alta Salon. Alta Salon was up $16 last night.
Okay.
Look at this. It was up $16 today, too. Wow.
Wow.
That is a cycle stock. Holy cow. 273, yeah. It's the last $20 since the open.
There's any news on it?
Yeah, they made big money. They made their numbers last night. It was over the highs last night, and you know,
208 versus 213. No, 208, 213. 213 with an estimate of 205.
Yeah. And that's going forward. Even the lower end of their forecast is higher than the estimate. Pretty intense, right?
Something the market's not liking in there.
No, totally.
Yeah.
Let's go to our man Mike in Dallas. Hey, Mike, what's going on, brother?
How are you doing today?
We're doing great, man. Yourself?
Doing great. Tommy, the other day I had called and you were going to visit a little bit on the in-the-money binaries.
Sure. No, I remember you asking about it. We had, I had just said that, you're just risking kind of a lot to what you're going to be making, and to be aware of the streaks that's going to come with, that's what we're, so, if you're risking, and are you risking like $75, Mike, or $80? those types of So you're going to win, 75 out of 100 or 80 out of 100, and then maybe better than that if you're trading with some accuracy. But you just got to be aware. And I was saying to you, we were even talking about this after the show.
Can we do the numbers like you did to me?
Sure.
What happened is that he was showing me the odds.
So I was just saying, the probability of continuous events happening, right? Where so you have an 80% chance of success. Let's say you're buying a binary option at 80. Well, what are the odds that you just win on back-to-back? Well, you should say, most of the time that should happen because you have an 80 chance. That's almost like a certainty, but guess what? It's really not, right? As you come to it. And so 2 out of 3 times, you're going to win both. But that means 1 out of 3 times, if I just say, I want you to do 2 binary trades, making it, you're going to lose 1 out of 2 of them. 1 out of 3 times. This is where it gets, complicated. But then when you add it to 3 times, the probability is just 0.512. So, and just to do it again, with 80% chance, just multiplying it times 3, you go from 0.80 to 0.64 to 0.51. So if I say to you, starting at a point in time right now, make 3 of those trades, Mike, right? You have to realize, let's say you're making 3 of those trades a day. Instinctively, you wouldn't think that you're going to lose at least 1 trade a day half the time. Do you see what I'm saying? As you adopt that, and it just gets much more, so sometimes you're going to lose like 2 out of 3 trades, and that means you're losing 16 when you're only trying to make 2. When you lose 2 out of 3, so that's where...
Mike,
I'm sorry, 160, where you're losing it twice.
Listen, when you did it for me, it was amazing. So if you do what Tommy's doing, he's taking the 0.8, right? And so it's 80%. So 8 out of 10 you're supposed to win, right? That's the probability.
Sure.
But what happens is what he's showing me is that when you get the consistency,
you take when you talk about consecutive probabilities, right? You multiply the chance of probability by it. You don't add it, you multiply it. So it's 0.8, which is your chance of success, let's call it. 80%, you multiply it by itself. And then you can just do it again. And you can do it again.
And when you see it like the 4th time, it's like, oh no,
so
the 4th time you're in a losing position.
More losses than I think instinctively you might
then
think
you look at.
Because on the overall, you're going to win 8 out of 10 times. So you could say that means you're going to lose 2 out of 10 times. But some of those 10 times, you're going to lose like 6 or 7 times out of 10. And, you might not realize that you need like that type of capital or risk or exposure or just variance. Playing that type of high risk, low reward actually. Now, it's a high probability trade, but it's a very high risk, very low reward trade.
And you have to, and I think what the point here is that you got to make sure that you have enough money to do a whole bunch of them that it smooths out at 80%, right?
Exactly.
Exactly. I see what you mean. Well, what I've been doing is selling in the money and then buying in the money.
Okay.
And in a slow market, and I've been doing about 25 to 30 trades a day, and I am close to about 73%.
That's awesome.
That's great, man. Of course,
And you're doing the 20-minute ones, right?
Yes, sir.
So you don't have a life.
Not during market hours, I guess.
I do, but it's exciting. And
listen, I know when I trade them, I can't leave my desk. I believe me. And if I start trading them in the morning, folks, what happens is this: is that if you trade the 20 minutes, you're not going to leave the desk because it's total action. You know what I mean?
It is.
You're not trading them so that you can leave your desk if you're trading 20-minute binaries, right?
Exactly.
You're trading them so that you can see where they expire in 20 minutes or get out of them, right?
Tom, you had mentioned you need to do about 100 trades. I've done 200 sim trades doing this.
Yeah.
And I've done about 20 real money trades.
Okay.
And it's worked out pretty well, except when you have the market simply take off, then you're going to lose. I want a choppy market.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
You know, you just don't know when chop's going to come.
You want no movement at all.
The big move.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Well, great. Well, you guys have helped me.
Okay.
Well, that's awesome, Mike. Hope it goes well, man. Let us know. Check in. See how it keeps going. Keep your and keep those stops in place, right? As you're risking. Just be aware that you might have 3 losses in a row, and you got to keep your composure in those types of. That's where it gets dicey, I think.
And you got to do the next one. You can't.
That's where it gets dicey.
Yeah,
exactly.
Right.
I'm trying to use the strike price as my stop.
Okay, and you're getting them out like that. That's nice. In fast markets, that becomes a little bit tough, though.
Absolutely.
And that's where, real life, just keeping for 100 real trades, because unfortunately there's no stops in that binary market. So you can try and get out of it with a mental stop, but sometimes, you might get out of 40 instead of 50. And that becomes becomes a big number when you end up losing 35 instead of 25. That's actually like a 33% increase in your possible loss. Just all of that stuff.
I agree.
You know that. I know Mike knows that too. It's
right. And one of the main reasons, folks, that I like trading either the top of the box or the bottom of the box, that is my stop. Because just like this morning, I'm trying to get in, and it was lower, and you can't go fast enough unless it was already in there.
And just to be, you're trading deep out of the money, though,
right.
And so you don't need a stop. But if you're risking 80 to make 20, a stop is perfect. So that's great to hear that you're doing that, because I could see that being a lot more profitable. We're not risking the entire 80, for sure.
Well, thank you, guys.
Cooking,
Thanks,
brother.
Mike.
Have a great weekend, man.
You too. Bye-bye.
Stay right there, folks. We're coming right back. Duncan Steve is checking in at Dunkin' Donuts. Hopefully he'll call us right back. Dow's down 23, Nasdaq's up 5.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped, and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is down 16. You get the Nasdaq up 10. S&Ps are up to 2.5. And this good old NDX 100 and the Nasdaq, man, that took a beating
yesterday, right?
Last 2 days, yeah, it took a big beating. if we go take a look at it, you're coming into, major volume. So it's like you needed more volume to break down. And now the real key is going to be like, okay, what kind of a bounce are we going to get out of here? You can see it's, pretty clear at the bottom of this, consolidation, sure. The September 9th, sure. September 10th. And then, of course, is that September? Yeah, September 9th and November 9th and 10th. Yeah. Same days.
Yes.
So it looks like this wants to bounce. And, Tommy and I would just look at some of the higher volume stocks. Now, this is pretty wild, folks, because ULTA, this was up $5. No, this was up $15 last night.
This morning, I think we saw.
Yeah, and this morning, too.
Yeah.
And then gave it up. You talk about a stock that just got toasted. It opened at
271.70.
Yeah, went to then 273, and then it's 253, and went as low as 244. Now another stock that was up, after the close last night when they come out with those numbers was Workday. Where is that? It's down $13. This thing just gapped down. People didn't even have a chance to get out. That's pretty intense, man.
Yeah.
And this is a cloud provider. That's
okay.
Isn't it a funny name for like a cloud-based application provider? Workday. I think it's
It's quite a move, regardless.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Pretty intense, no doubt about it. I'm in Mr. Basil Chapman, folks. Let's go take a look at Basil because we're in December. Basil is going to be doing a workshop, and this workshop starts this week, right?
Yeah, 4
December
days away.
6th.
December 2nd it is today, and December 6th, Tuesday, from 6 till 7:30 p.m., he'll start the class. So all of these will, of course, be archived, each segment.
Yeah.
Simple technical tools to analyze charts, kind of a 3-session course that he's put together on his Chapman Wave. So they can click, people can go right to the page to see what he's talking about. The first one's going to be just kind of an introductory hour-and-a-half course on the Chapman Wave, notating the peaks and troughs, using the Chapman Wave count, setting up the technicals, buy signal to buy mode, peak Ds. If you've watched the Tiger Technicians Hour, of course, you've heard Basil talk about all this stuff. And so you get that course, and then 2 weeks later, December 20th, you get the second course. And then 3 weeks following after that, after Christmas, New Year's, January 10th, the final course. And he's got exercises in here, practice exercises after the first night even. So that should be an awesome course.
Huge.
People can sign up, but I encourage, if you're not a subscriber to the opening call, you get access to that as well for the full 5 weeks of this course, which is usually $128 value.
Nice.
Definitely. Oh, and we do have Steve back, our man.
Excuse me.
Oh, and we're going to get a sneeze. Oh. Bless
Sorry,
you.
excuse me, folks. Oh, my God.
Okay.
I was in limbo there.
How we doing, man?
No, I got disconnected. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
Good. Today I am Panera Pete.
Oh,
Panera
boy.
Pete,
Okay.
I like it.
Panera Pete
Panera
on
Pete.
Fridays, yeah.
Back and forth, keeping it interesting.
Yeah, Duncan,
Hey, and-
Steve, Panera Pete.
Not to upstage our friend there that was calling you from the trail.
Yeah, how's
But
that?
I'm calling you from outer space.
Yeah, right?
I like it.
Yeah. I'm looking at GE on a 1-year daily. And I
Okay,
see a gap. 3 or 4 months back there.
let's take a look. You get General Electric. The low for the year is $27. The high is $33. You're trading at $31.35. And we'll bring this back.
Late July daily gap anyway.
Okay. Yeah, now that's a gap higher, you mean, right?
Yeah, it's higher, yeah.
Yeah,
32.60 or something like that.
Right. So the way that gaps work, gaps that are higher never have to actually get filled. There's hundreds of them still from 2000 on these tech stocks that haven't got filled. Companies are actually out of business. Now, that being said, this has had, 2 decent signs of strength. The first one was November 10th, like all the rest of these equities. Well, hey, actually, let me put this on I'm going to put this on a weekly for a second. I get clearer.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's up $3 from that now.
So you're going into 200 million. Yeah, this doesn't look to me like it's going to go hit the high right now because you're coming into the way we came off the highs in July. you're coming into 200 million, and you're coming into 208 million, and we did 255 million, the week of the election, but then last week you only did 87 million, and you can add on another day and a half there, so add on another, let's say it's 110, 120 million. It's still short. And this week here, you've only done 149 million.
Sure. I see. Yeah, it's good for a dividend anyway.
Yeah. No, there's you got 2.9% dividend. GE just really hasn't, since 2007 when that got killed. They got a lot of work to do, man. I mean, GE, they got rid of their finances, but GE was really a bank, huge bank.
Too bad we didn't all buy it. They were around 550 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I thank you very much, guys. Have a great weekend.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. Yeah, those lows in 2008, they were lows, all right. No two ways about that, man. Let's go over to good old King Dollar. So King Dollar is going to just kind of hang here. It's shying away from that low. We came down. You see that? Interesting, man. Right when we were saying that it broke it. Yep. Yeah, it broke it. But guess what? That was the test on light volume. Now, what happens, folks? If you had been with us when we were going through the dollar, the bond, and gold, okay. So you had the spike at 8:30. Now you come down, you test it with lighter volume. So what I'm going to explain is the next move. So it's like, okay. So what do you do with it now? Well, the way I always look at this is that I'll say, okay. So now we bounced. Well, first off, we tested it with 1,595 contracts versus 4,700. So dramatically lighter volume, rejection of price. That's saying, guess what? Not enough sellers. Now, as you get the bounce on the way up, what I look at is that you're going right there, meaning that you had come down at 9 o'clock. So that's 1,600 contracts. The low of that is 100.920. And then you see how it handles that 100.920. And look, we're 100.930. Yeah. And so I wait for a 10-minute bar there. Sure. But isn't it crazy that you can, they like testing those areas. Sure, definitely. And guess what? It's either going to be heavier volume, lighter volume. If it's heavier volume, there's more buyers. Sure. Lighter volume, less buyers. And what that would do, if on this one here, the only information that were released to me at this point, and all of us, is that, okay, it can't make it there. If you want to understand, are we building cars for the way down, what you'd be looking at is that on the next leg down, if the volume contracts, guess what? It's not telling you anything. Sure. Yeah. If it starts expanding, it's building cars for lower price. Yep. You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow is down 9, Nasdaq's up 10. We're going to be right back.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
It's 2016 and TFNN has a brand new programming lineup to kick things off. Starting January 4th, Swim Lessons by Thinkorswim and TD Ameritrade will be airing 5 days a week at noon Eastern Time. Join hosts Scott Connor, Kevin Hinks, and Cindy Faber as they host their daily options program live at noon 5 days a week with no commercials for the entire hour. Nico DeHaan and Paige Clark will be moving their program, Living a Primal Lifestyle, to twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 a.m. until 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Wake up with Nico and Paige and start your day off right. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour by Nadex will now be live Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Start and end the week with the three hosts, Tom O'Brien, Tommy O'Brien, and Darrell Martin, as they break down the world of trading binary options and spreads. For all the details on the new 2016 programming lineup, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials closed down 12, NASDAQ up 7, S&P's up 2. And if you come over to our website at TFNN, folks, right under breaking news, the oil trades you missed this week.
So
Nadex.
we all, if anybody was paying attention, saw the big week oil trade oil had. So I was putting this together even this morning through last night. So the cool thing about this, and I just kind of go through the binary market in oil.
Yeah.
And so this first chart is from Monday night at 6:30.
Okay.
And so you can get a full pricing scan of about, from Monday night, you have almost 4 full days, just a little bit less, just because they expire Friday at 2:30.
Okay.
But you can see every single price level, what the risk reward is, what kind of, availability you have. And then, of course, you have this morning at about 7:30. What they're at now, but then even I put in here yesterday, right as it just kind of maybe peaked out, you could see at 50.83. Now, the 52.25s, which were a good $6 above where they were trading at on Monday.
Yeah.
Those are worth $20, which you might say, man, well, that's still so far out of the money, right? But if you went back, those were only something that you could have gotten in at 11, and you could still get out at 14.50. Yesterday. So you could have had a profit almost on anywhere,
right?
Even with the market still being $1.40 away from the highest strike point to the upside. And that's only choosing the highest level. I mean, realistically,
right?
That's quite
pretty amazing.
That's a $6 move. I mean, even going for a $4 move at a risking 1 to make 4 has you at a 50.25 strike point. And I think we're above that level right now.
And what's so cool, folks? If you haven't test drove this platform, do it now, because we're going to be on again Monday morning.
We sure are.
And Sunday is the vote in Italy.
That's right.
So
I forgot.
Yeah.
Right.
So the currency ones on Sunday night, okay?
Yeah.
We'll have some action.
Definitely. Especially the euro ones, the euro pairs.
Exactly.
Euro yen, right?
Yeah. Euro yen, euro dollar.
Euro dollar.
Yeah. All of the above. And that's on the shorter term basis. On the longer term basis, come over to our website at TFNN, hit the Everbank banner, because the reality is that if you're going to go, to Europe, if you're going to go to South America, guess what? You can open a foreign currency account right at Everbank right now, change the money into, let's say you're going to go spend $5,000, $7,000, whatever you're going to spend, put that in there and change it right now.
Definitely.
Because you're not going to lose anything. There's a one-way gain there. I mean, period.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know
Your
what I mean?
only loss potentially is an opportunity cost, realistically.
Right.
That the currency continues. But,
right.
realistically, you should be okay with the currency exchange you're probably getting right now if you're exchanging dollars, right?
Exactly.
So
and then if the dollar does come down, guess what? You just scored beyond belief. If it goes up, yes, you have to be happy with what you're doing right now.
And realistically, though, you should probably be happy if you're going to take dollars at this rate compared to where they were at just recently.
just even 4 weeks ago. You know what I mean? If you take it 6 months ago, we're really at cheap money right now.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? So
you should go visit Europe. Totally.
No.
Yeah.
Go
visit England realistically.
Get the euros.
Go load up on some pounds.
And get some Colombia pesos and go down to Medellin. Go visit the guy that does the program with John.
Yeah, sure. Definitely.
They say it's beautiful down there.
Oh, I bet, man.
Right. And it's in the mountains. I want to go visit that, man. In the mountains, and it's 75 degrees the whole time. That's pretty intense.
There's a lot of places in the world like that.
I know. Well, we got to go to a few of them. No doubt about it.
Definitely.
So market-wise out here today, folks, you know, this it's trying to crawl higher. I don't expect any downdrafts out here. The big news out here today, I'd say, is that the NDX 100 held and wants to bounce.
See what happens.
You stay right there, folks. Man, Mr. Basil Chapman's coming up next. And, of course, then we'll go to swim lessons. We get Steve Rhodes, Dave White. I'll be back this afternoon. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Have a great one, folks. Have a safe one. Stay right there. Basil's coming right up.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.